In fact, a follow-up segment tonight. When the Taliban swap story first broke, it was noted by some military analysts that U.S. soldiers were killed trying to recover him in eastern Afghanistan after he apparently walked away from his base. A medic from Bergdahl's platoon says this.
There are men and women who, especially men who I knew in Afghanistan, who died looking for him. Those are the heroes. Bergdahl, who walked away, who deserted his post, he is not a hero.
I do not know of specific circumstances or details of U.S. soldiers dying as a result of efforts to find and rescue Sergeant Bergdahl.
Joining us now from Boston, Fox News military analyst Col David Hunt. So what do you say to Secretary Hagel?
I'm very, very disappointed. Hagel was an enlisted soldier, two-tour combat veteran of Vietnam. He knows better. The guys you had on and the other soldiers who were there in Afghanistan in Bergdahl's platoon and on the operations are the ones that are saying 6 to 14 guys, and it's going to turn out to be more, died while looking for Bergdahl. And in fairness, they may have died on a patrol anyways. The resentment is that they were also looking for a deserter. They knew he was a deserter when they were the day it happened. And it's very disingenuous for the Secretary of Defense, again, a combat veteran, to make that kind of remark. He either is lying or hasn't asked the chain of command on this story because the soldiers who were there saying it happened.
Probably the latter. He probably doesn't want to know. But it's interesting because there is a classified report about Bergdahl's situation. Okay. All right? So yep. President Obama, you got to assume Hagel and everybody else, they know what happened over there. And it'll come out. I mean, they're going to have to declassify it now. There's no reason to keep it classified. Okay. Now, there is a report by the Eclipse Group, which is a private intelligence operation. It's done some work in Afghanistan, that Bergdahl did a lot of bad things with the Taliban. I'm not sure whether this is an accurate report, so I'm not going to say what the report says. It is muddled. It also says that Bergdahl tried to escape the Taliban. It's all over the place. You know about this report. What's your assessment?
The report's head of the Eclipse Group is a great former spy named Dewey Claridge, infamous or famous for the Iran-Contra business, but a dedicated American guy. I mean, he was a great intelligence, covert operations guy, clandestine services. The problem with the report that I've seen is it's so granular, it indicates they have sources inside the Taliban, which, by the way, nobody has. I think it's tenuous yet to talk about Bergdahl besides being a traitor. What the report wants to say is it's worse. The soldiers who were with him are calling him other names. We have not confirmed, and the Eclipse report needs 2 or 3 confirmations. All
right, and that's my instinct too. I think you misspoke. You can call Bergdahl with accuracy a deserter. I don't think there's any question about that.
Right, deserter.
But to call him a collaborator traitor, it's not there yet. All right? It's possible. It's possible. All right? Now, this guy that you mentioned, Mr. Claridge, he was indicted for lying to Congress and pardoned. He was pardoned by Bush the Elder. Go ahead. Last word.
Yeah, but Dewey was doing the country's work, and that was a very political part. He was pardoned. He did really good work in the intelligence community. All I'm saying is, this report, you got to get some confirmation on this, and we can't step out on that limb yet.
Okay. Now, James Rosen, our correspondent at State Department, he broke the story. I'm going to have Rosen on tomorrow. We'll see if we can advance it a little bit. Colonel, thank you as always. Directly ahead.